Roro, aka Rosemarie, aka what are AKAs you have? Yeah, you have an AKA? Say hello to my little friend. It's Rosemarie. So you can't hear her probably because she's not mic'd up, but we have her in house, and you can probably hear her a little bit through my microphone. We will try to remedy that in the future, but set up to have guests in the studio yet. We just have people that can sit in or whatever, but we'll figure that out. But Roro is hanging out with me today, and I have a little something I want to just discuss. Something that happened in my YouTube channel, real quick. I'm gonna go to YouTube. I'll show you something that happened. I had a not a copyright strike, but I had well, I mean, it's not a strike. It wasn't a strike, but it was a notification, and I'll show you guys what happened. On Monday, I was discussing the national anthem, the U.S., the American national anthem, and I played various renditions of the national anthem that day, and because of one of them, it was blocked. So I got to show you what happened. Of course, right now I have 516 followers, subscribers. Oh, okay, that's not it. The live, all my live links. Okay, I'm going to show you real quick. If you look right there, look up there, the second one, it's blocked, and the reason why. Here's the details. Copyright claim blocked. No one can view this video due to one or more of the content ID claims. Star Spangled Banner, the Whitney Houston version. It's blocked in all territories. Amazing. SME, I think Sony Music Entertainment, blocked this. That was during Super Bowl 25 when the Buffalo Bills lost to the New York Giants. And that was during the Persian Gulf War. That was like right in the middle of it. So anyways, this got a block. I had others that were monetized by the copyright owner, but this one was flat out just blocked. So I'm going to do it live right here on my YouTube channel while I'm doing my live show. I am going to request to just trim out that segment so that it can unblock the YouTube thing. Now it's on. I checked it out yesterday. My Twitch and my Twitter pages, which I also go live on, did not cut out that segment. So you can always go back to those to see exactly my reaction and that video. So because of the block, I'm going to trim out this segment live right now with you guys. Continue. All right. Trim. All right. So now that's going to unblock me once that's complete. So the processing takes a little bit. So anyways, that's how that works. If you ever get blocked for content that's not yours, then you have to trim it out. You got to edit it or whatever. So that's processing, and that will take out that segment. So, but what I'll do is I will put the link of that video on my video on that particular post so that you can watch that Whitney Houston version of the national anthem. Star Spangled Banner. That's what the actual name is. So anyway, Shawn P. Greene, live here, Buffalo, New York, specifically South Buffalo. And if you did watch me on Instagram, hopefully that brought you to see this program today, and consequently other episodes in the past and the future. But I went to Paula's Donuts. All right, I got a little bit of a drink here. There's no commercial for it, but Ocean Spray, waiting for that advertisement dollars. Let me check this out here. Let me show you. I bought Now this is a pastry that is Polish in nature. Okay, it's called pączki. Okay, it's a pączki. And if anybody wants to comment, go for it. Follow social media while we're doing this. But you want to call, you want to comment on this particular topic, which is a pastry. Okay. Again, this is Ash Wednesday, and Ash Wednesday we celebrate, not we as in everybody, but we celebrate today. Some of the Catholics will have ashes on their forehead after today, so you'll have to check that out when you get a chance. Ash Wednesday. I do have another guest. I think he's gonna be here in the studio, but he also might be on the telephone. But we'll get back to that in a second. But this is a special pastry, and I believe I'm pronouncing it right. Pączki. So look at that filling, guys. All right, I got to put it in front of me because it will blur it out. That is lemon filling. And pączki, what makes this pączki, this pastry, different than a donut? I was told by the lady that worked there that it is because there's a little bit more egg, I guess, in the batter. Makes it fuller and it makes it delicious. So going live, here I go. Ready? Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. And that is Paula's Donuts on Seneca and Smith Street in Larkinville district of Buffalo. So that's what I do. I think I found my new favorite place. Of course, Tim Hortons is my favorite. What do you think about Paula's Donuts? Hmm.
I like the fact that they have different variety of donuts. They make breakfast sandwiches too, and they have like coffee and a place to sit down when you go in.
Hmm.
Um, their donuts are different from other places. They're just delicious, very delicious. You can choose. You don't when you go in there, you don't know what to choose because they all look so good. Um, but I think my favorite Paula's donut is the one that has the Boston cream in it.
Boston cream's your favorite?
Yeah, I guess it's chocolate with the Boston cream. And I also like the peanut one.
All right.
The
So it's
peanut.
kind of like wrapped around peanut clusters on it.
Yes, I like that type of donut too.
Those are good. Now look, I'm showing you the Paula's Donut website. If you guys are from the outside of the Western New York, Buffalo area, and you have not tried a Paula's Donut yet, I highly recommend you do so.
They're so big too. They're like thick. They're
You saw what I
donuts.
had. That's like a meal. That's not like just a
I
donut. That's not
know.
like just a little pastry that you have with your coffee.
They
That's like a whole meal. Look at that. Look at these little.
they have like different
Look at this style here. They have one
varieties.
down here. Just get this phone number out of the way. Look at that. You got, looks like Lucky Charms on this one with, looks like a cream filling. These are all like cereals on top of donuts.
Yeah,
This one
cinnamon
looks like
toast
graham
crunch.
cracker.
Oh yeah.
It's maybe cinnamon toast crunch. You right, you could be right. I don't know. I don't think I've ever tried that one. And you got the Cocoa Puffs, or this one looks like the peanut butter Reese's. And then I don't know what that is over here, but yeah, it's just, but there's so many options out there. And apparently they got 4 locations, and I thought they only had 3. Maybe that's why. Because I've been to the Tonawanda one, I believe.
They keep expanding.
I just was on my Instagram. If you get a chance, go to Instagram. Sheridan. So yeah, that's the one I've been to. Tonawanda. Clarence. And I think I hear footsteps coming up the stairs. Paula's Donuts. So we're just looking up Paula's Donuts right now. All right, the different locations. But that's the website. Give me 1 second. We have our special guest creeping slowly. Let me see where he's at. Meanwhile, let me just discuss how this Paula's Donuts impacts the insulin production inside of everybody here in Western New York, makes their pancreas work harder. Paula's Donuts is in 4 locations, but I only knew of 3. So let me just pinpoint them out. There's one here on Clarence and Main Street. That one I don't think I've been to. That's the one I've been to. Clarence and Main Street. Paula also been to that. Paula Donut West Seneca. Seneca Street, which is one I was on my Instagram live. And then there's one in Tonawanda. That one I don't think I've been to. That's on Sheridan. So I don't know who started first, who came first, the chicken or the egg. But we got a special guest coming, creeping up the stairs, I think, eventually. I'm gonna give you the link, so get on your phone, put it sideways. Yeah, put your phone so we can hear you. I want to hear you. ShawnPGreene.com if you want to check us out. All my social media, Instagram posts, all that stuff. It's all in there. I'm gonna share if anybody wants to. You got to go to ShawnPGreene.com and then look me up on my Facebook page, the Shawn P. Greene Show, for today's conversation link, talking about Ash Wednesday. Anybody want to talk about Ash Wednesday? Anybody want to talk about Fat Tuesday? What did they do last night? So, anyways, I want to finish my quick story. Paula's Donuts. Okay, the whole purpose was that Paczkis today is the last day you can eat them. It's a Polish pastry. Last day that they're gonna offer them because today starts Lent. So after they get the ash, and then they got to give up something for Lent. And tomorrow we're going to talk to a Orthodox priest on the show, former Buffalo cop. We're going to talk about Lent on both the Orthodoxy and the Roman Catholic sides of Christianity, their perspective, how they celebrate it, what they, different times of the years for each one of them. And then we're going to have some Buffalo cop stories. And this gentleman was on Cops, the TV show, Bad Boys, what you gonna do? He was on that show. So you got to check that out. And we're still kind of waiting for another guest coming in, former co-host of mine. He's in the building. I'm not sure what the delay is, but he'll be here in a second. So anyways, today's the last day for Paczkis at Paula's Donuts. Plus, they have this other thing, and I can't keep pronouncing it wrong. I keep pronouncing this pastry wrong, but I think it's Lachnats, something like that. Another pastry. It's flatter, and I'll show you what that one looks like right here. And I showed you on my Instagram as well. It's flatter. This one's cinnamon sugar. Delicious. It's excellent. I mean, she would say, you'd think it's like the same for every pastry, but no, not at Paula's Donuts. And there's your Paczki. That is delicious. Can't wait to finish that sucker. So, I have a friend of mine that's been on podcasting with me for a long time, and we had a show together for 4 years, mostly audio. We did a couple, audio, video segments. On that, we just called it the Shout Out, Buffalo Shout Out. I want to see if I can find that real quick. I'm not sure where I put it. The Shout Out. Bear with me for a second here. All right, let's go to. Buffalo shout out. Here it is. Okay, we have a song called "Shout" that it's like our rendition of "Shout" that the Buffalo Bills fans sing. We've had since the '80s now. Fan chant is what they call it. But the Buffalo shout out is what I was talking about, which was our show. The shout out. You go to Buffalo shout out at Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You'll see what I'm talking about. But this is I'm gonna close this out. Leave. I don't have a WhatsApp, by the way. Anybody else have a WhatsApp? I haven't discovered it yet, and I'm not interested in discovering it because I hear good, bad, and ugly things about it. But this is the shout out. This is the show that me and Constant Battle. Of course, my nickname was Fudge in this program. Fudge, not vanilla fudge, not maple fudge. Well, maple fudge, if anything, because fudge. I'm part Canadian, so and my grandfather was a maple syrup gatherer at one point. But yeah, so Canadians, we like our maple syrup, maple fudge, maybe if anything, but not vanilla, and not mint, not just mint chocolate chip ice cream. Um, yeah, yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about here. I think I had a website that was WordPress orientated, and there it is. So you got some of our old shows might even be up. We had a listening party last couple years ago, actually. Now, Constant Battle had a album that he was releasing. Um, we had a Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all kinds of archives from 2013. I actually had the show from September 2012, and I think the last official show links were July 2016. So it's about close to 4 years. We did 4 seasons, if you will. Buffalo shout out. If you guys want to check that out. But we had a good run. He was my co-host. Of course, he brought some of his friends over. Maine was a guest, a guest on the show at one point. Israel Ghetto Gospel was another one. Plus, he had a couple other people that he brought on, a couple female guests. So you'd have to check that out. But I think auditorily, some of them's on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Listen, let's see what I got. I had it on a couple platforms that for some reason, like Spreaker, okay? Spreaker has been funny, and I think because iHeart bought them over. I don't have any old episodes on the shout out except for one. And that's not even an episode. That was just kind of like a me and Constant Battle chopping it up, getting back together, having a conversation back in 2019. But that's not even the original shows that we were putting in. We had a couple videos on YouTube. We had our own shout out YouTube channel. Plus, I had a playlist created under the Fudge Inc. account for Mixcloud, as you can see here, Fudge Malloy. So we got couple season 3 episodes, season 2s. So you got something you can listen to if you want to check it out, see how we were going along with that show. And he said he was stopping over. I don't know where he went. Maybe he's on a run, because I know he does some stuff. He had a couple things that happened to him, an accident. He got to deal with his vehicle, so I don't know where he's at. And he said he would be on the call at least, but that didn't happen. So we're still advertising Paula's Donuts, and maybe we'll do a segment for people local if they want Paula's Donuts. I'll probably be in the Buffalo place, probably probably Friday morning, the Larkinville district area on Seneca and Smith Street. We'll give away some donuts. How's that? The Shawn P. Greene Show will give away some donuts. So, and anywho, let's see how it's going with my my YouTube channel. With I had to take down the or at least I had to trim out the Whitney Houston Star Spangled Banner on my YouTube show from Monday, but the full show is still on Twitch and Twitter, so you can see what that segment was. But it is, I had to trim it out, otherwise you won't be able to see any of the show from Monday, which I talked about the national anthem. I reviewed some of the national anthems that, like Macy Gray this year at the NBA All-Stars, and then we also showed parts. It's very slow internet today. Showed parts of. Oh, I think I hear him coming now. Not switching accounts. Well, not going to YouTube. Oh, here it comes. Here he comes. Constant Battle's in the building. I'm trying to. There he is. Wow, looking intelligente, bro. Good to see you. Have a seat. Relax. Get comfortable. I don't have a microphone yet.
That's all right.
I'm not designed. The studio is not designed to have guests in just yet.
Listen, we gotta rock what we got. You know that.
That's right. Rock what you got.
There you go.
I forgot about that.
Come on, man.
I forgot all about that. We have to produce that kind of that song eventually.
I love the quality. Like, I'm just looking at this. Like, this is, what camera is this?
That's this little.
Really?
It's real simple. Yeah, J5 something. I don't know.
Okay, Johnny 5.
Johnny 5. Yeah. So I'm looking at
this for you, man.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
I don't know how you didn't get yours in the mail. But, I even called the fiance like before I bring him this extra one.
I don't even know, because there's a lot of stuff I haven't done yet. Okay, so this.
I'm trying to get myself like in the.
You're gonna get it. We'll have the wide shot in a second.
Here you go.
But let me just explain what I'm doing here to you. I'm just going over my channel here that's was blocked from my Monday broadcast because I was talking about the national anthem, and I was reviewing some, like the Macy Gray one that was in the NBA All-Stars a couple weeks ago. We played that, kind of like commenting, and it was like a reaction video. And then before that I played the Whitney Houston one from Super Bowl 25 when Buffalo lost to the Giants. When I was in the Gulf War, I was in the Persian Gulf during that time, and to me that was the most meaningful, and it was the best rendition of all. So they blocked that part though. Because of that whole video from that day, and I had to trim it, and now it's in the process of doing that again. So once it's unblocked, then I can go back to watching at least all except for the Whitney Houston reaction that I did. Yeah, you know how it
That
is.
sounds real Facebookish.
It is. That's YouTube.
I know it's YouTube. What you said, it sounds Facebookish.
You know what? Facebook, I think they're starting to work on getting publishing licensing and all that stuff.
And you know what's crazy? Like,
They didn't want to do that.
Facebook has blocked me from playing my own music.
Really?
Like, and I'll say I have the rights to play this music. I'll hashtag it, all that other stuff.
Yeah.
Block. Like, it's my music. Like, I am Constant Battle. I'm even streaming it from my Constant Battle page. Like, what more proof? Like, yo, this is my music.
Yep. So we'll go wide here. This is how.
Yeah, that looks a lot better.
So it's blurred around us because this place is a mess. It's not studio friendly. It's really not designed yet because I just got back home from this long vacation. I'm getting back into the swing of things. I'm done with college, so now I have to, I'm just doing this. I had to launch this. Just had to do it. So So every Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. I do this. Constant Battle, aka bleep 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 bleep.
CB.
Okay, has
Couple things.
his own Instagram, which I did bring on a couple times live on this show.
Okay.
So you
Appreciate
kind of
that.
watched it and we commented. I just showed you, snippets of his show
Yeah.
that he does on Mondays and Fridays at
Monday
10
through
a.m.
Friday. Yeah.
on his Instagram, and that's Constant Battle, the number one.
Yes, sir.
So we had a little bit of snippets of what he's done on his show. You can always check him out. And if you're not watching him, you're watching this show. But of course, they're both on demand. So if you miss it, you go back to his Instagram. You go to my website, ShawnPGreene.com. You go all the YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter is what my live is. The replay, I'll post the YouTube link on Facebook. We got a Facebook page now for the show. So little by little, we're building this thing to an empire.
Here you go.
We're going to take Joe Rogan's spot. We get that 100 million contract from Spotify, 400 million from Rumble. I think that's the other. It's a conservative video platform.
That's wild.
So what's going on with you? I mean, I don't know. I don't know if people can hear you on this
Well, let's hope
because
they
it's
can.
not that powerful.
Let's hope they can, because this would suck for me to say, everything that's going on and nobody can hear me. Anyway, I guess I can just project and elevate my own voice.
Yeah, you're loud enough as it is.
Right.
Not only that, you have stage presence. You understand how it works.
True. Exactly.
So you're a performer.
Yes. CHH artists have been for.
What does CHH stand for?
Christian hip hop. For the people who are not aware, I'm a Christian hip hop artist.
Not corny hip hop, right? Crass hip hop. Right. Christian hip hop. Gotcha.
Right. Also known as gospel hip hop or gospel rap, and et cetera, et cetera. It goes by many names. It's really transformed over the years. Like, I'm sure you probably remember when they used to call it holy hip hop or
Holy
HHH.
hip hop.
That's how it started, and now it's we're here at CHH. But whatever. Yeah, like you said, I've been doing so. The reason I've been doing the streams on Mondays and Fridays, right? I use Mondays. Well, ultimately is because I'm trying to be more consistent and keep it in touch with the people who follow me and interact with me and quote fans, if you will, whatever, what have you. And so Mondays I use for more like topical conversation or serious conversation, if you will, world events, stuff that's going on, or even just inspirational stuff. Like the last 2 weeks I talked about success and support. Fridays is more specifically about promotion. So like right now I have not right now, but in about a month, I'm going on tour, the All or Nothing tour. Me and Maine set up our own tour. We're paying for the venues, we pick the artists, we pick the host, the DJ, we paying for everything ourselves. So it is a ticketed event, as you would imagine, because stuff costs money.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I've been promoting the tour hard. Of course, I was nominated for a Kindred Award, so I was promoting that. The voting just ended for that, but I'm also nominated for 2 Kingdom Image Awards. So I'll be pushing that soon, but the voting for that doesn't start for another couple months. And just I'm working on new music, of course, as I should be as an artist. Always got new stuff coming on or going on, and blah blah blah. So Fridays is more so promotion, and that's more about Constant Battle the artist, where Mondays is more like Constant Battle the minister, if you will. Like I said, we talking real talk. Let's have some real conversations. Like I did one about how can we appeal more to non-believers or gain their trust. And they had a non-believer that tuned in, and they had a believer that tuned in, and it wound up being a great conversation. Everybody was respectful of everybody, and so like I try to use that for more. Let's sit down, let's talk. So Mondays I actually call Come Kick It with me. I don't know if too many people picked up on that, because I always hashtag it. But so I call that on Mondays, Come Kick It with me. Like I said, man, I got a lot going on. I'm getting married in June. Just gave Fudge to save the date.
That's right. Giving it. Yep. He hand delivered me it.
Hand delivered. Okay?
So there's no excuses.
Most people got theirs mailed. He got one in the mail.
Is this guy coming or not? Well, we're gonna make sure he knows that it's happening.
Exactly.
You forgot the P, by the way, Shawn P.
You
Greene.
know what? I thought about it, but I was like, ain't no other Shawn Greene we'll give it to.
So here's the thing. There is a reason why I continue to use this Shawn P. Greene thing.
Okay.
because I want to. But see,
There you go.
my nickname Fudge has been like the name forever, and I have a
Of course.
Shawn Fudge Greene uh, Facebook account, and I got the Sean Patrick Greene Facebook account. Two different ones, same person. So I want to distinguish really from the Fudge persona,
Uh-huh.
but also in high school. I mean, people just got a kick out of the P Green concept. So they used, they always wanted to shout that out to me, like, "Hey, Sean P Green, hey, P's green and all that." That was the
That was
well, when you're a kid,
what, in the 80s.
probably, yeah,
Not
yeah.
being funny. I don't know exactly.
It's just people think it's funny, so they kept on commenting it, and I'm like, you know what? From that point on, instead of like getting either upset about it or offended or whatever, I was like, you know what? I embraced it, and so I started signing Sean in quotes P Green every time I sign my name on anything now. From
You put
that
the
from the
P in
'80s on,
quotes and it's really your middle initial.
right? Sean P Green. Like I really just like brought it out, and nobody. It's like you taking the weapon away from people.
Yes.
This whole world right now. We're not really talking about it. We're talking, but bullying is a big issue.
Yeah.
Cyberbullying, all that stuff.
It's been a thing for like 10 years now. The cyberbullying.
Exactly, yeah, and people are actually losing their life over it because of people are getting really hurt by it. But if I was in the '80s with this social media, that's what I would have done is create an account, Sean P. Green,
Yeah.
because I guess me personally, you want to bully me on something. Okay, it's a little offensive for a little while, but after a while, you get over it,
Yeah.
and then you embrace it,
Yeah.
and then it's basically you taking the weapon away from them,
Exactly.
and you say, okay, that's right. Okay, I am Sean P. Green. It's not like a lie.
Right.
It's my middle initial.
Like it's my name.
Right. But the fact that you keep on saying P Green is like to try to mock me. Yeah. I kind of what's the right word? I mean, taking the weapon away from them. But what's another way to
Like
another word?
or-
Disarming. Thank you. Disarming your opponents in the instance of bullying. That's to me. This would be my message today: is that try to find ways to disarm your bullies. Your bulliers or bullies, whatever. People who are trying to make fun of you. Now, I know a lot of people. Could be other issues. Next Squid Game,
Yeah.
Brian. Oh, okay.
Brian Little.
Oh, Brian Little
Shout out to Brian Little.
up in Rochester, or ROC, The Rock, not Republic of China.
Wow.
Okay, that's the other ROC that the Olympics was at.
I'm hip hop. I hear ROC. I think rock. I don't think rock.
Yeah, well, The Rock is Rochester, up in that area. If you're up there, they call themselves The Rock, ROC. Brian M. Little is working on a couple projects, so shout out to Brian M. Little.
Yeah.
We'll have him on the show one day.
Word.
But what I was trying to do was look for Constant Battle's Facebook page here, or Instagram. I'm sorry.
It's right there.
Yep, it's like the first one that comes up. So
There you go.
here's Constant Battle's. Constant Battle. What I looked at is 1,431 followers,
Uh-huh.
and I immediately got offended because I'm only at 1,200.
Hilarious.
So I'll show you mine.
That's been growing recently though.
Mhm.
Just as I've been more consistent, you know what I'm saying? So
Which is why I have to get back on. I'm like, okay, I can't let that happen.
I focus more on Instagram than even Facebook now. Like my Facebook fan page is only like a little over 1,000 maybe.
Hmm.
And as you see, Instagram, like you said, is at 1,400, and
I'm at
YouTube
12.
is only like 100.
I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at that.
Hilarious.
And hopefully after today we'll
Maybe
have
1,
more.
2, 3, 5.
That was a rhyme.
Oh yeah.
Today
1, 2, 3, 4,
I'm
we'll
at
have
1, 2,
more.
3, 4. After today I'll have more.
There you
But
go.
anyways, he's at.
Go.
And when I saw that and I compared it to mine, I immediately was like, no, I'm the influencer.
Hilarious.
So I have to up my game now. But anyways, here is Constant Battle. You can make comments or call if you want. And here's my show link, and there's my Facebook page. But here is Constant Battle's Instagram if you want to follow him. Constant Battle 1, and he was talking about he's got a tour coming up with. Let's look at these people that are on this ticket here.
These are the first 4 dates that you see right there. So that's the first one that you see. You can scroll a carousel right there. So the first 4 cities, like he said, that first one that's up right now is Harrisburg, PA. So of course it's me and Maine's tour. DJ Issachar gonna be DJing the whole thing. We got Kyla B that's gonna be on this show. We got D Bishop, and then DK gonna be hosting. It's actually gonna be at DK's church. Well, he's not the head pastor. He's a pastor, but he's not the head pastor. But the church he goes to. So DK hosting, D Bishop, local artist from there. Kyla B is from Springfield, Massachusetts, and yeah, man, it's gonna be a good time.
Is he on Instagram? It's DJ Issachar?
Yes, but it's going to be the Natural Davis.
Natural Davis. Yeah. I don't know why I blocked. Okay. So I'm going to just give him a little message here.
Yeah, here you go.
It's about time I see him in action again.
Man, I was saying the same thing. So, I didn't know that him and Maine were related.
They are.
Yeah.
I didn't know that either.
Right. So, I found out last year because he DJ'd a little mini tour we did last year called the Winning Team Tour. We was in New York City.
Mm-hmm.
We were supposed to do Springfield, actually, that fell through, and then Waterbury, Connecticut. And, Maine was like, yo, we've been talking about getting a DJ for years. And, I got a DJ. It's my uncle. I'm like, yo, uncle? What? And then there was Issachar. I'm like, DJ Issachar, dude, we could have had a DJ all these years.
Not only that, how long have you known Maine?
Right.
And how long have you known Issachar?
And I've actually known Issachar longer than me.
But how long have you known either one of
Right.
them? And when you were relating to both of them, it never came up in a conversation.
Right.
Not once.
Not once.
Until just recently.
Yes.
And same me. I mean, I didn't have deep conversation with both of them at any time, other than having Maine on the show.
Yeah.
The Buffalo shout out.
Shout out.
Shout out to the shout out. We love our old show. We might have a couple episodes in the future. Who knows? But the whole time we had Maine on the show, never mentioned, or at least maybe we just weren't paying attention to him.
Yeah, it's possible.
Because we had a perpetuity. No, that's not the word. We had I'm not good with my English words lately. I use too many on my term papers.
But I mean, we had a purpose and focus. We was about the music, and
Yeah, it just wasn't like sometimes we would zone him out. Like we're like,
that's true.
We don't even know he's there. You just let him talk.
You do that to a little brother, though.
We'll give him his 5 minutes of whatever he wants to say, and
yeah,
we didn't pay attention to him.
Right.
So he probably could have said something, and we didn't even notice. Oh no, I'm just kidding. Maine was awesome. I loved having him on the show, and I miss him.
Tag him too.
Yep.
LTI_Maine.
Oh yeah. So yeah, we'll put Maine on there.
Yeah.
And but Maine is an artist that's been with you for a long time.
For a while, man. Yeah. Like it's crazy because and I've even said this to him, and I think I've mentioned to you, but I'm not sure. Like I used to find that my circle would change roughly every 4 years. And somehow, that first one, somehow he just stood the test of time. He just stayed around. Him and technically, is Sue Israel Ghetto Gospel. That's our homeboy too. They just stuck around.
I put from Buffalo shout out.
There you go.
This.
It's so funny because you said shout out to my dude, to my stepson. Even though he's not technically my stepson yet, but he's my stepson. Jackson calls him my dude. He calls Israel Ghetto Gospel Chicken Man and calls Maine my dude. So.
Israel Ghetto Gospel. That's what I used to call him.
Yeah.
Because I don't speak well. I'm not loquacious like Shaq. So let's go to Maine's page real quick. We're gonna stalk him live on the show. Oh, he's got his profile picture is actually the.
It's the first show. Yeah.
Is the actual.
Actually, I think that's the default flyer. Yeah. That's the one that says coming soon. Yep.
So that's awesome. All right. So Maine, what's he up? What, he put you up there?
Man, listen, and I was getting my hair cut by T-Man. Shout out to T-Man. He's my one-stop shop. He's my barber, my main producer, my engineer. Gave me 3 of my 7 godchildren. But anyway, he's cutting my hair, and he produced the single that we're working on. and I didn't pay attention that I went over the bars, so I did 20 instead of 16. And so, oh, he don't know how to count bars. He don't know how to count bars. And doing, like whatever, dude. And then make it even worse, he went over the bars. Like you coming at me because I did 20, you did more than 16. So whatever though. It is what it is.
It is what it is, for sure, for real. But main LGI underscore main.
Yep.
If you want to check him out, he's also on the tour with you.
Yes.
And so who else? I mean, let's look at that old.
Look at let's say what we talking about. This one we going to the next one.
Let's see what the. Just go to
the old shout out page.
That's the old shout out page, Buffalo shout out on Instagram. Check out. This is probably the last post we did. We did one show, not 2019. I was telling everybody that's on Spreaker, but we also have some Mixcloud episodes up.
Yeah.
So if you want to check that out. Now, Natural Davis. Let me just look at DJ Issachar. It's been a while since I've seen him. He's got 139 followers. We got to change that. So everybody that's watching this, go to Natural Davis on Instagram and follow him. Yeah. Tell him that Shawn P. Greene sent you.
There you go.
Or Fudge. He'll remember me more as Fudge.
Yeah.
So we got to check him out.
We had him on the live. What was it? Last Friday, maybe the Friday before. Yeah, last Friday. He's on live with me and Maine. And I was telling him, like, yeah, man, we gonna go live at this time. He like, I don't know how to go live. I'm like, just tune in. We'll get you there. Just tune in.
Now, Issachar he actually came to a event I put off a long time ago too. It's called Fifth Fridays at the Bread. He came out a couple times. He did it once as just a DJ for an open mic, and then also did a couple events with MCs that had a local show. He also throws down food and sells food a lot.
Yep.
That's another one of his things. He likes to cook. So he'll post. He's always sending me pictures in Facebook or the Messenger, and he's always saying, "Oh, hey man, come on through. We got this, and this on the plate today." He's always selling meals. I'm telling you, man, the guy's got a lot of talents.
Yeah, man.
But I tell you what, I noticed that people who are drummers are very much part of the media somehow, and people who are cooks, or people who are DJs at least, are good cooks.
That's funny.
I noticed there's a pattern with some of these people. Now, people like a fellow DJ from the One Accord DJ Alliance that came through.
He was wearing that shirt too. I'm sorry. But yeah, with last Friday, he had the 08 shirt on. Like, okay, that's
beautiful. Yeah, and it's been kind of like in limbo since I stepped away for a little bit, but we'll see what we do with that. But anyways, Andre Chosen One, or no,
Mm-hmm.
Crazy One, Griffith, who stole one of our Buffalo gals, Takoa, or TQ for short. He is excellent in a lot of things. He's in media. He's a drummer. He's a DJ. I don't know about his cooking skills, but I'm going to only assume that if he can do all those things, he should make his way in the kitchen pretty good. So, but
hopefully, he got married.
Who am I to judge? And I don't know. I never had Takoa's meals, so I don't know. But I know her father, I think, was a good cook.
Her father is a good cook.
Yeah. So maybe that's why she didn't cook, because Dad threw down. And maybe that's why Andre might be a good cook.
I don't know who does the cooking. Andre is a TQ.
Look at this.
So look at the other drink.
No, just look at this weight loss.
Oh,
if you ever look at some of the older pictures.
Yeah, I have a neck now.
That's what I'm saying. No, you have less of a neck. I'm telling you, you can tell.
Yeah, even if you look at that flyer you just had up for the shout out.
Yeah, right. Compare that. You look like Dre Marshall before he had a weight loss.
Okay.
You remember Dre Marshall?
Yeah. I didn't know he lost a lot of weight.
Oh no, he hasn't just been losing weight. That dude's buff.
Oh, okay.
So he's getting cut too on top of it. But yeah, I mean,
I've lost over 100 pounds though.
I can see, you can tell. I mean,
I don't even weigh 300. I'm in the 290s. I'm kind of upset with myself because I feel like I should be down to the 270s by now. But I'm in the 290s. But I haven't weighed 300 in March, so easily 4 months now. If not a little more, might be 5.
That's amazing.
Last time I saw 300 on a scale that I remember for sure was in October. It may have been early November, but I feel like it was in October. 300 on the scale.
Sometimes if it goes blue like that, I don't know why it does that.
Refresh.
No, it pauses your face
got
and then
you.
it comes back.
Oh,
So sometimes the audio won't be there.
gotcha. Well, hopefully my audio is there anyway. We just
Right. Yeah,
chatting.
we're just guessing and see if this can pick up your voice.
It's gonna be funny. You're gonna go to play back the show, and nobody's gonna hear a single thing I say. He's gonna hear you talking, and then all this blank space.
No, it's gonna pick up
Something,
surround
yeah.
the sounds.
Yeah, so it should
But
be
we're setting this place up to where we'll have places for guests to sit
nice.
while we're doing it live
Yeah,
and multi-camera. So that's
okay.
going to happen in the future. But one
Right.
thing at a time.
Yeah,
Got a lot of responsibilities outside of being a father,
yeah.
plus being a media man, and then also part of that in my church. I do media for my church. I play drums for my church, and then outside of that, right now, with besides this show, I'm also getting prepared for the film festival this summer.
Ooh, where's that gonna be at this year?
Same thing with East Aurora, and we're gonna do it.
I didn't go last year. I'm like East Aurora.
You missed it.
The Millennium. Yeah, I missed last year.
Yeah. Last year was great. People loved it.
Okay.
East Aurora is like Christmas card type of city.
Yeah,
If you look at it, I
It'd be
love
like
it.
a Hallmark movie.
We got a couple places like that. They do a lot of Hallmark movies and Lifetime movies. They do all kinds of stuff. East Aurora, they film because the scenery is so good.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, we're gonna do East Aurora again for Great Lakes Christian Film Festival.
Man, listen, when you doing another film short, look at that.
So I'm saying
Yo.
that's a stark contrast from
Yo.
this.
Dang.
Look at that.
Rosemary, you gotta see this. Too. I don't.
Oh, we're stealing money out of it.
I have no idea where her is.
Wait for it. Wait. Why? You in a hurry? Okay, hang on. So here we are. Here's the old
Come look at
picture.
this. Come look at this.
This is
Look
the
at
new. This is the new Constant Battle. Look. Okay.
Right. So that picture's from like maybe a week ago, if that. No,
Okay.
you
Just
see that
you're
picture
good. You're
photo
good.
before,
Watch.
right?
All right. Let's look at the
That's
difference.
Wild.
His
You
face.
lost a lot of weight.
Wild.
You did.
Yeah, it's night and day, man.
Oh my god.
Night and day. Even me. I mean, I lost
You
50
lost some weight,
pounds.
too. Yeah, there you go.
You did.
50's close. It's better than nothing, right?
Yeah,
50 pounds versus 100 is quite a difference.
but still,
But well, what he and I lost in weight is like another person.
another person.
Yeah. Like an
He
average.
lost Maine, that's why he's not here.
An average
That's why
human.
he's not here.
That's so funny.
I remember that.
So yeah, we got a lot of weight loss in our in our life here. It's pretty exciting. It's exciting to have that. What did you need your purse, right?
I don't know if I got it.
I don't recall.
I already saw it.
Where is it?
It's right. It's right here.
Oh,
Like, why would I lie? Like, it's right here.
thank you.
She's like, no, you didn't. You ain't see it.
So yeah, so let's do that thing Friday.
Yeah.
Rosemarie has something on her heart she wants to talk about. So we're gonna do that Friday on our show.
You like these beautiful frames from Serious Voice? You gotta get you one.
Oh, Serious Voice, yeah.
Yeah, you got the SB
Talk
on
about
it,
that.
you know what I mean?
Go ahead, talk
You know
about
what
them.
I'm
Are
saying?
you still rapping?
Huh?
Are you still doing your thing? Like,
Did she really ask him? Am I still rapping now?
'Cause I have-
Are you still a local artist?
I know, right?
I haven't heard any of your new songs.
That's because you ain't been tuned in.
I know.
You got to tune
Shawn,
in.
have you been listening?
You got to be. You know what I'm saying?
I've been observing what he's been doing,
That's
but no.
true. That's true. He ain't been listening, but he been watching.
Right. I see
You
what
gotta
people are
watch.
doing.
I like your sweater.
Thank you.
I like it.
Thank you. Got this from a homeboy. His name is Shawn Draffin. He not a Christian or anything, but that's my homeboy. He actually gave me my oldest godson. But yeah, I got this from him. Blacks United. You know what I'm saying?
Cool.
So, but yes, very much. I am still an active artist working on new music.
Well,
right
I
now.
So
already-
Constant Battle has shades that
Not shades. These are lensless. Look at this. They're just frames.
they're just
Yeah,
you got me fooled.
frames.
Did you design that? Or you
No.
bought it like
Look at that.
Yeah.
Should this
So,
be my new look? You guys vote.
That actually is not a bad look on you.
I don't know.
Serious Voice. If you remember her from
It's pretty
New
cool
York
though.
City,
I like.
she collaborated with Candy Wu because she did an album called Beautiful, and she started with women's frames, lensless frames. Men kept like, yo, where the men joints at? Where the men's joints at? So her and Candy Boo got the back together, did the men's frames, and the men's frames are more popular than women. She said she thinking about renaming the men's to the unisex because even when she do pop-up shops, everybody want these frames.
I like that. What is the
SV for Serious Voice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very good.
I see Willie H. Look at that.
Yeah,
Willie H got one.
Got his. Yeah.
DJ Willie H is another local DJ here in Buffalo.
Was that Frames Friday when we did that? Or no, that was just her posted a picture. But yeah, Willie H said he saw that Mr. C, Chris James, Sirius husband, had his frames on. That same day I did the unboxing, so I got my frames in the mail, and he's like, "Y'all gotta give me some frames." So even just today, earlier today, we happened to all jump on her live and had our frames. Actually, Mr. C ain't have his frames, but Sirius had her women's version. Me and DJ Slack, no lack, all black, under attack. Yo, he adds something every time I talk to him. I promise you. But we had our frames on or whatever. We usually rock them joints on Fridays. Frames Friday. You know what I'm saying? This
all right.
You can order them from. Yep.
From jotform.com. Jotform.com. So Sirius.net, another option. Serious Voice, beautiful shop by Serious Voice. Yeah. We're talking about beautiful frames, beautiful lens-less frames for women's, and not the men's up there yet.
Right. The men's is the first one, I think.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It should be handsome frames.
I know, right?
Or bomb frames or something.
Something different.
Yeah, for the guys. You know what I mean? It's got to be a little bit more masculine. I'm sorry, man. Sorry. That's the way we got to do that. But no, that's awesome, though. I'm pretty proud of her for doing that. Yeah. We got a lot of good entrepreneurs, especially our females out there lately.
Listen, I was telling her on the video I did with her recently, like, I feel like the women of CHH are so much in the forefront right now. They're stepping up big time. Look at what AID Anomaly's doing. You know what I'm saying? Look at what Sirius is doing. Bria Miles, Wande. And there's so much more. I don't want to start naming a whole bunch of names. So I'm going to forget somebody, and I don't want nobody to be upset with me. Even Latoya J, who you see right there. Well, she's more of like a rock artist, but still, she's very much CHH. We embrace her, you know what I mean?
This one?
Up one. That's Sirius.
That's
one. Latoya J, yeah. Her Sirius did it live. Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah. But the women are doing it, man. The women are doing it right now. They getting recognized for real. And Latoya is nice. She called herself. She compared herself to like the Christian version of Tina Turner, and she's right. Like, if you ever heard her live, she's phenomenal. So yeah, I reached out to her to get a feature from her on the song I'm working on. I ain't finished writing the song yet. I wrote the hook already for her, but I ain't finished writing all the lyrics yet. But she's phenomenal. Like I said, Sirius, Kyla B, who's gonna be on tour with us. Listen, you know how obviously being good or bad is relative, subjective, whatever. But this is how, like, this is really what convinced me that Kyla B is pretty dope. She impressed me, and that's very hard to do. He is a hard person to impress. And like the first time he seen her, which was at the Beautiful album release concert, we was out in New York City for that, which Maine actually stole that show, by the way. Like, Maine stole that show, okay? Like, it was like Sirius, then Maine. Like, people like, but anyway, we're all going too deep. But we saw Kyla B, and he was like, man, we gotta work with her. We gotta network with her. And he went over and introduced himself to her and her husband, which is something he don't do. And I was like, oh yeah, she got something special there. So the people she's talking with here, I was watching this. I wasn't on this video, but I was watching it. Is they're doing a movie called Crazy and Deranged, and it sounds like it's gonna be pretty good. They're about to start filming in June out in New York City. I won't say any more specifically than that because they ain't want people knowing the exact location, and you gotta get permits. You don't want so many people there, blah blah blah. But it sounds like a really interesting movie, Crazy and Deranged.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, Serious Voice NY.
Yeah.
You want to check her out? Check out those.
Look at her. You talking about me and you? Look at that.
Well, she's in New York City, man. We can't touch New York City. You know what I mean? 6,700 followers. We're about to get in the millions, man. Trust me. We're gonna roll in this thing eventually. But let's get me to 2,000. Baby steps.
There you go.
got to pass Constant Battle. I can't allow this to happen, man. So, but yeah, I was walking around town there,
I
showing
saw.
showing everybody, what's going on, and
You ended. I was like, oh, Fudge is live. I clicked it.
a week
Video
talk.
was ended. Of course it has.
So I was at Paula's Donuts.
Okay.
So
That's not too far from where I stay now.
I might do a Paula's Donuts type thing every Friday morning or something. We'll see. And I'll buy a dozen donuts for
Whoever
first
shows
5
up.
people. Yeah,
For the first 5 people, you're gonna buy a dozen for 5?
5. Yeah,
So you're
5
saying
dozen.
5 dozens? Oh,
1
that's
dozen
dope.
per first 5 people that
That's
show
dope.
up,
Yeah.
if they ever do. So
Yeah, right.
if
gotta show up.
they got to watch my Instagram first, and then if they don't,
You're also gonna be here in Buffalo.
they got to be in
Unless
Buffalo.
they're gonna make the trip just for some donuts.
If you're coming from Green Bay for it, you'll probably miss it. So
right.
it's going to be a limited time. But so anyways, Constant Battle's with me today. We're talking
Yeah.
about a little bit about what he's doing, but we're also kind of like creeping on other people, what they're doing, and we're making comments about it.
I mean, you're kind of helping everybody out though, because you're giving them profile views and stuff that the algorithm likes. So
I hope so.
you're helping out.
Yeah, just keep liking stuff, like everything on the page.
Yeah.
Let's like this. I don't think we like this one yet.
Yeah.
No, let's like it.
I don't even know who that kid is. It's just somebody she knows, son. that she
Like
has
this
to model
one.
her frame,
Make comments and like that one.
There you go.
She's gonna see, man, Fudge liking everything I'm doing.
She was like, "What is Fudge doing?" Oh, look at that. Me, him, and her. Me,
Yeah.
Sirius, and DJ Chris Williams. Not Williams. Chris Campbell.
Comedian Chris?
No. He's a DJ out of Harrisburg.
Yo, this IG live is so dope. Bam.
That's gonna come to my phone. That was my line.
Like Emerald. Oh, I said bam. Bam. I spelled bam.
B-A-M.
Bam. And then I'll just tag Buffalo shout out. There it is. So there's for the algorithm.
For me to get the notification.
So I like doing live commenting sometimes. It's fun.
Yeah.
And you know what I'll do? This is what I usually do. Like on my own Facebook page, I'll go to, like, if I'm doing the infinite scroll in the morning and I see something I like, I'll save the picture of something onto my phone, like somebody post a meme or whatever. And then the next one after it is a completely different topic. I will post that meme from the previous scroll. You got it? Cool. I will take the meme from the previous scroll to the next one.
Okay.
That might be totally unrelated.
Right.
And it might fit and it might not fit as a comment to it. And sometimes that's the game for me.
Right.
So I play games like I'll take this post, or let's say, I'm not saying your Facebook, but let's just say this. I'll take this post and then I'll put it on this post. You know what I mean? Like as a comment. Somebody else's, whatever comments and stuff. So that's just kind of like my game that I play
When you're bored.
when I'm infinitely scrolling in the morning, and I'm just like, and just to kind of get myself up, make myself laugh, get the adrenaline flowing. I'll just be stupid with it, social media. And sometimes I'll post from something from Facebook on the Twitter, and just kind of like it'd be a joke in my own mind. But I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna start doing some of that live on here, so other people can get in on the joke. And this way it won't be such a inside joke on all my social media platforms.
Yeah,
So-
some stuff I'm like, Fudge just be trolling. Like people be asking me about your comments all the time. They be like, yo, what's with Fudge? I'm like, yo, Fudge be trolling. Like you need to understand Fudge be trolling. The sooner you understand Fudge be trolling, the sooner you'll not be upset about this, because Fudge be trolling.
All right, you want to see something I did the other day? Okay, here's Earl Harbor, from Houston. Okay, and he was on a rant yesterday. I don't know if you guys caught any of it. Whoever follows Earl Harbor down in Houston, he he was ranting. I mean, really ranting on something. See if I can find at least. I mean, he posts some graphic stuff on his page, so I might have to kind of like, let's just let me scroll
Yeah.
on this page,
First.
make sure. But he goes off. He does might have been on an Instagram. You see what he does? He posts a lot of marginal content. That's the right,
Yes,
right,
he does.
nice way to say it.
Yes.
But he must have. See what I'm saying?
Mhm.
All right. So I'm showing one of the posts that he did. All right, and he was going off on a topic. I gotta try to not have this
What up? What up?
because
What
he
up?
might cuss on this one too. There it is.
Pause it. What's the point of this?
Pause it.
23, 24-minute rant.
Yes. So there was one part where I commented. Okay. So I'm just gonna.
Just hit the comments.
Yeah, I'm just gonna show.
Oh, okay.
Here he is. Oh, I don't want to get the title on there. Okay. So he was on there doing a rant, and then here's my comment. He said something like people don't like some women. I guess he was talking about relationships.
Uh-huh.
Some women don't like things about men and blah blah blah. So,
Mhm.
whatever.
Mhm.
And they don't say nothing about it to them. That was kind of what he was talking about, I think. So I said I don't like sourdough bread, but I ain't telling no one. And he laughed. And whatever, it just kind of threw people off.
Of course.
And I don't know why I even made that comment, but it related to something else I was looking at.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. So like I will take something from something else
Yeah.
and comment it something on someone else's page
Yeah.
relating to the last thing I saw on another platform or another page or whatever. So it's an inside joke to me.
Right.
But now I'm going to start doing that live so people can get in on a joke
Okay.
because it's really fun to me. It's like you are trolling, but you're kind of also like
Just throwing people off the
you
game.
throw everybody off. Nobody has no idea what's going on.
Everybody got to stop. Like, wait, what?
That's right. So but I also on top of that, I donated to him
$25.
$25 on PayPal for the sourdough fund.
That's hilarious.
Doesn't make any sense. There's really it's nonsense. Complete nonsense.
Right.
And that's what I do. That's part of that's what keeps me entertained. So I've donated to his PayPal via Facebook
That's hilarious.
$25. So anyways, that's kind of the idea. Well, I do a lot of inside jokes like that and I throw everybody off and people have no idea where I'm coming from and it's cool. Keep people guessing.
I still got the same chain.
Do you? How about that? Is crazy.
It looked like it actually kind of droops down. I don't have a neck there. I have a neck and a chin now.
No, you have a wider neck in this one. But now, yeah, we both trimmed down a little bit.
Smaller too, though.
Mm-hmm. My arms too. My arms lost a lot of muscle mass.
Oh wow.
Like little, I think right after when COVID hit, I was just kind of starving a little bit, and fluid only kind of diet, and long story short, after learning about what evolutionary biology is all about and cell biology, it basically my muscles were kind of lacking in nutrients and stuff, so they lost some ability to build. So I got to change that this year now.
There you go.
First it was okay, let's lose some of the fat.
Yeah.
Now it's
Let's gain some of the muscle.
let's build the body back. So
There you go.
build back better.
There you go.
No hashtag relation to.
Anything.
Did you listen to anything last night? The
What?
president?
No, no.
Okay.
I was working and then got into a car accident.
Tell me about your car accident. What
I
happened?
kind of didn't really want to because I don't really be liking people being all up in my business. But
Okay,
I'll
just
make it
wait
short.
until the
No, I'll make it
no,
short.
wait till
Somebody
the
T-bone me.
accident. Okay, that's it.
That's it. Somebody
So-
T-bone me.
pending the investigation and
Right.
the whatever else happens.
Right. Right.
So he got T-boned yesterday while he was working.
Yeah.
So we're gonna more later on that, and we'll probably have to go into his Instagram because that's probably where I'll find out more about it. So, anyways, are you busy? You got to go. You said
Yes, I do have something I need to do.
he just wanted to invite me to his wedding, which is gonna be
June 24th.
June 24th, and it's gonna be at Salvatore's.
Right.
That's why you're working so hard.
Very much so. Very much so. Yes.
Now, if anybody is watching, the Salvatore's is a very pristine Italian facility, not just a
Yes.
restaurant.
Right. Right.
I mean, they have a hotel. They have ballrooms and places for makeup receptions.
Yep.
So yeah, this is like the Italian. This is probably the post mob era most connected Italian in Buffalo,
Probably.
Mr. Salvatore. His father actually built it.
Hmm.
Sal Salvatore, I think his name is
Russell.
Russell Salvatore. He's got his own steakhouse called Russell Steakhouse,
Hmm.
not too far
Well, you know
from.
they had a fallout. Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, they fell out. So there's Russell's, which is dad, and then there's Salvatore's, which is son.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
So, but anyways, the name Salvatore is synonymous for Transit Road
Hmm.
in Williamsville,
The pew.
Depew, well, North Depew.
Yeah.
It's right there on the border of
Yeah,
where
that's true. It
Williamsville
very
is,
much the border. Yeah.
and so it's all over that whole region. Uh, just coming off of the interstate, basically
Yeah.
in different directions.
Yep. Exactly.
So you got all this money that this guy's got to make for this wedding coming
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. Which is
So
why it sucks. I got T-Bone last, and I had to take today off. I'm not even supposed to be here right now. I should be at work right now.
you should be working, but
Yeah.
but I guess we're gonna have to do like a GoFundMe campaign for
I would
Constant
not be
Battle.
mad at that. I would
Yeah,
not be mad at
something, or just give to Constant. Go to his. You got like a way you can receive payments through Instagram.
that. I don't know. Do not get me the line. If not, then I gotta figure out how to set that up.
Let's figure something out here.
Yeah.
ConstantBattle.net. Is there a way to give you money through that?
Yeah, buying the music.
Okay, so buy his music.
You know.
Or book him
Yeah,
for your city.
there's that too.
If you're outside this region,
Exactly.
book
I
him for
I
your.
don't do a lot of stuff.
Oh, we got the little.
Yeah, I just want to be a better
Get an
brother
EP
and son.
I would like to work on my anger.
Work on my organization as a teacher.
So,
I want to
this is
create-
automatic
Yeah.
intro. Okay, so buy all this stuff from iTunes, but you can accept direct. Let's see, here's your booking page. Oh, wait, we're not even putting it up there. Hang on. ConstantBattle.net. Let's get back there.
Okay.
This is what you were hearing.
Right.
You were hearing the intro to the EP right there. Constant Battle. We Fight Daily. 3-song EP. Seven.
First three listed.
Understood. Okay. On Our Job. We played that on our show quite a bit.
Yep.
But then we got the booking. Here's the booking.
Mm-hmm.
All right. cbcore30@gmail.com for information. Is that also your PayPal?
Yes.
All right. So here's another way you can donate as a friend. There's no services rendered.
Right.
cbcore30@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
Send it to them as a gift, as a friend, and then put down car repair. How's that? Or slush fund or wedding fund or whatever.
Fun. I don't know about slush.
Yeah, I would say wedding fund. All right, so there you go. Let's make that a little bit bigger for other people to check out real quick. There is cbcore30@gmail.com. All right, so go your PayPal, send through email. Wedding funds coming up. All kinds of things happen sometimes like that. I'm going to a wedding next weekend down in Florida. My niece coming up, so that's going to be pretty awesome. But yeah, you want to donate, go to constantbattle.net, go to that contact page or the booking page. It's got an online store. You got some merch, right?
Yeah, that's some merch.
Is it third party or you do it yourself?
No, it's third party.
So We Fight Daily is
All
his
different types of
his
stuff.
theme. That's one color of the We Fight Daily logo. What else you got? I mean, if you look at this from a distance, it looks like cherries.
I can see that.
Yeah, because it's on like a little stick right here,
Yeah.
on the branches. So if you want your We Fight Cherries, I'm sorry, We Fight Daily T-shirts. So what other merch you got besides that?
Not the phone cases. I gotta be updated because they
Okay.
do not do well, I probably just gotta update what phones. Those are for older phones.
And you get the
Laptop
hoodie.
case, jackets, hoodies.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
We'll have to check that out. So if you want to, I don't know how that happened. Go back to the store.
There you go.
All right, that's the merch, tour,
Click on
videos.
store. There you go. She's the upcoming
the store.
No, I said click on tour.
Right,
There
right.
you go.
Oh yeah, I was going to it.
Gotcha.
So the upcoming shows you got coming up:
These are the first 4.
Pennsylvania, April 2nd, which is a month away.
Yep.
RSVP
Buy
tickets.
Yep.
Okay, where is Shelton, PA?
Stilton. It's a suburb
Okay, Stilton.
of Harrisburg.
Harrisburg.
Yeah.
That's middle of the state.
Yes, it is. Yep, a little tri-state area near Hershey. You know where Hershey is? Hershey Park in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Oh,
Let's just get the Google involved in this conversation.
there you go. So yeah, man, that's coming up a month from today. April 29th in Springfield, Mass. April 30th in Waterbury, Connecticut. May 20th in Detroit, Michigan. Then is when I'm taking some time off to get ready for the wedding. We're gonna pick back up. I'm working on Baltimore in late July, but that's not concrete yet. August 13th here in Buffalo. September 2nd in Virginia Beach, Virginia. September 3rd, Richmond, Virginia. And then October 15th in New York.
It's not on your page yet.
No, I only got the first. Those are the only ones where the tickets are on sale. The other ones, the tickets not on sale yet.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So Steelton, Pennsylvania,
Mhm.
Springfield, Massachusetts,
Mhm.
Waterbury, Connecticut, Edgemont, Michigan. Where is Edgemont?
I just know it is Detroit. I don't know.
Around Detroit, okay. And Waterbury is near.
It is Waterbury. That is the actual city.
Yeah,
It's
That's-
not too far from like Stanford though.
it's the middle of the state.
Yeah.
And then Springfield, Mass. It's middle of the state also. That is actually where the NBA Hall of Fame is, right? Springfield, Mass.
I was not aware of that.
Yeah,
I might have to stop out there.
yeah, man. NBA Hall of Fame, I'm pretty sure, is in Springfield because I used to work as a photographer, district manager, and we used to travel all over, Hudson Valley, New York, and we used to go to Massachusetts, Connecticut for meetings with the regional manager and the other district managers. Plus, I was traveled in East Pennsylvania.
Nice.
So yeah, I did all kinds of traveling around that region for a while. But yeah, Springfield was another town that we went to, and when we got there, there's a big sign, NBA Hall of Fame. I was like, well, that's pretty cool. So isn't that weird? I mean, we have all these
Springfield since 2017. So
we have all these Hall of Fames in the Northeast U.S.
Yeah.
Coopertown.
Rockefeller's in Cleveland.
Talking about sports specifically.
Oh, gotcha.
Coopertown, New York,
Uh-huh.
Baseball Hall of Fame.
Right.
Springfield, Mass.
Basketball.
Basketball Hall of Fame. Football Hall of Fame. Canton, Ohio.
Can't. Yeah.
And what about Hockey Hall
I
of
was
Fame? I
about to
think
say,
that's
where's
Toronto.
Toronto?
I believe that's Toronto.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
regionally, this part of
The country.
the
World.
North America, really.
Yeah, there you go. The continent. This part of the continent.
Yeah, around the Great Lakes, because the Great Lakes are so awesome, But yeah, so check out Constant Battle on his Facebook page, Instagram, Twitter, constantbattle.net, probably for all the links, right?
Yep.
And we'll go back to their home. If it's not, there. Is it on here, or is
there
it?
you go. Yep, they are right there.
Is this all yours? Yeah, these are
Yo,
all
I
your
just want
links.
to be a better brother and son.
Okay, turn that off again. It keeps dinging on me in my ear. So here's all his links on the
Yep.
side, constantbattle.net. Cool. Hey, it was cool to have you here today.
Yes, sir.
I know you're busy. I know you got things to do, and I'm glad you stopped through us.
Yeah, man.
Once I get the studio set up, you'll be impressed. But in the meantime, this is what we got.
Hey, man. Rock what you got, man.
I'm just really designing this. Me at the desktop computer,
Yeah.
and people using their desktops, their phones.
Right.
Remotely.
Like, yeah, just do your phone. I'm like, man, I haven't seen. But this is probably the first time I've seen you since 2019.
Right?
I
Probably.
haven't seen you in a couple of years, like because of the pandemic and everything. I haven't.
Oh, pandemic
seen
was
you.
one of it, but it
No,
was
no.
school
Take
was
that
another
back.
of it.
Let's take that back. January 2020 is the last time I saw you because I was part of your short film.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of the name of it.
2020. That's 2 years ago still.
Yeah. January 2020, we filmed it at the Bread,
Mm-hmm.
and
Absolution, it's called.
there you go.
And then we can get to YouTube. We'll check out the status
Send
of
it
all
to-
this.
You know what? I still haven't seen the whole thing. You sent me a clip, but I've never seen the whole.
Oh, it's on Vimeo. That's why.
Send it to me. I would love to watch the whole thing. Get my IMDb credits up.
We'll go to Vimeo. Not Venmo, which is the paying platform On my website, you can pay me if you want.
There you go.
It's Vimeo, but it's the DI Media Vimeo, not the Shawn P. Greene one. And there it is, DI Media Net. And that's nope, that's not the one.
Absolutely.
So this is the clips.
So those are the clips. Yeah.
These are the clips on Vimeo.
But where's the whole film?
It's on my YouTube. I'm trying to explain that to you. It's on there.
Okay.
Go to playlist.
Okay.
Okay, you'll find where it says projects. Okay, and then you'll see film projects.
Okay.
All right. It's the only way I can quickly get you there is the playlists.
There you go. That works.
Let me see this one. This is one that I was in just recently. But let's go to the playlist for itself. Absolution is right there. Absolution.
Okay. Yeah, we'll look for that.
So, and you'll see
I got speaker lines
Mercedes,
and everything.
Mercedes Ease Wilson.
Yep, Mercedes.
No, you didn't make the cup. Your
My speaker lines
didn't make it. No, but you were in there. You were in there. So this was a special Christian Worldview Film Festival competition. We entered this film in, and only 7 minutes of it made the cut for that. But it is also,
Copy that link real quick. Just hit it.
all right, fine. Copy, and I'll get you constant. I'll go right to your.
There you go.
Here it is.
Man. Appreciate it.
Easy schmeezy, and you can see all the other stuff on the playlist.
Word. Yes, absolutely.
So that's what we got going on right now. It's just all these films that I've done. We got more director's cut edit that I'm going to be putting out.
Nice.
But in the meantime, this is my project. This show.
There you go.
So Constant Battle once again.
You gotta get me something else.
It's been so long that this guy's been around, and we're gonna have to collaborate again. But we got our own things going on, which is a great thing.
That is true.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
We all have our own little sector in the world that we reach and that we can collaborate with and corroborate with.
There you go.
So we want to make sure that we're always impactful wherever we're going.
Exactly.
So it's going to be awesome to see where else you go with that. And I know you get a lot of people on your Instagram, and if you look back at some of my older shows, you'll see that we put you out there. Last Friday, I think it was, we had you out. No,
I think it's
2
like
weeks.
Friday.
Yeah, last Friday I had a great guest on. It was a former Navy pilot
Nice.
that was on the ship that I was served on
Nice.
in the Navy. And we met each other because we're both in film industry.
Nice.
And he's pretty deep. He's a SAG actor. I'm a non-union actor. But he's from Buffalo originally and, Lancaster area. And we just met and, had a good conversation about our threads of common interests.
Yeah.
So anyways, had a great conversation last Friday, and he's really deep in politics, and he's more pro-Trump and very much against the Biden. So it was a great conversation
Nice.
either way. But anyways, no politics today, just
Nope.
Ash Wednesday. And did you
Just-
rub yours off already,
just,
or
just good fun, huh?
did you?
Oh, Ash.
Yeah, it's Ash Wednesday. Did you rub yours off already?
No, look at my hand. It look like I rubbed it. Does it look like I rubbed it?
No, not Ashy Wednesday. Okay, that's not the same thing. Some people might get that confused. No, Ash Wednesday is more of a Catholic or Eastern Orthodox. Depends on which part of the world that you kind of raised up you have ties towards. Roman Catholic mostly have this day where they put the ashes on the forehead. And we're going to get into the significance about that tomorrow, because we will have a Greek Orthodox priest tomorrow with me
Nice.
as my guest.
Nice.
He's related to me in a way through marriage, and he's also a former Buffalo cop
Well, look at that.
who was featured on Cops once
Oh,
back in the
nice.
80s or
They
90s, maybe
haven't done
90s.
Cops in Wait, does Cops still come on? 'Cause they haven't done Cops in Buffalo in years.
I think they canceled Cops during Black Lives Matter. That was at the height of it. They-
Now they want to can't. You know what?
They canceled Cops because of these types of things.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and we're going to have him on, though, and kind of tell some stories from back in the day when he was a cop. And I think it was from late maybe late 80, if not like early 90s. He started through about 2005, maybe. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've had a conversation about that with him.
Yeah.
We're going to do that tomorrow. So
Okay.
tune in tomorrow. ShawnPGreene.com. Let's go to all the links. This is the new Facebook page. We're going to post all the links on there versus on my Facebook page, which is generally more of like a stalking, memes, or just a personal family pictures or whatever. So you got to separate those things. ShawnPGreene.com/podcast. You want to check out some of the audio, video podcasts. We also have the link for the shout out from that on that page. We have you can call anytime. You can leave a comment, leave a voicemail, text message if you have any suggestions, whatever. 716-253-1870. And of course, you can always donate to me. This is my email address for PayPal or emailing me if you want. Cash App, just go to my Facebook or my website, ShawnPGreene.com. I have all the paid platforms right there on the front page. And I'll show you that in 2 seconds here once I can get that up. Here it is right there. Streaming, all the links are in the front right there. So check that out. Venmo, PayPal, Patreon, which is what I got to work on, and Cash App. Getter, which is a weird new social media, I think, right-leaning.
Trying to get her done.
Get Her Done. I think that's what they got it from. And Rumble is another like alternative streaming platform for
My
people.
man got the MySpace popping. I've been wanting.
Oh yeah, I was
If
mentioning
I can
that.
Access MySpace because I can't access. I gotta create a new page.
I created a new
I
one.
just want to create. Yeah, that's what I was doing.
I had an old MySpace. I had about 3 or 4 accounts, and I used it a lot. And we did a lot of networking with it. And in 2008, when I finally got on Facebook, that's when it was like, okay, that was the slow takeover
Yeah.
from MySpace to Facebook. So,
I didn't even do Facebook till like 2011. I was still on MySpace till 2011.
well, I slowly was transitioning from, in 2008 to 2012 to all kinds of platforms.
Yeah.
But it seems like that was like the time frame. 2010
Yeah.
is when you got into the new era of what social media or the internet will provide you. So, anyways, thank you for watching. Appreciate it. ConstantBattle.net. My guest, my homie,
Yeah.
the Buffalo born, Buffalo bred,
Yeah.
Buffalo fed,
Yeah.
and Buffalo led. I don't know. I'm trying to use all kinds of weird words. I'm not the rapper. I don't come up with those kind of concepts.
I mean, it worked though.
It flowed. You know what I mean? I'm not a Buffalo, like a Christian or whatever. I'm not a Christian rapper. I'm a Christian yapper. And that's kind of like my game. And so off the cuff sometimes. Go to the podcast. Keep it locked. We'll have Constant Battle on again in the future
Yeah.
when he's on his phone
Yeah.
doing his business
There you go.
or whatever. So, well, once the studio's ready, it's going to be hot.
I'll be back.
We're going to have all the LED lights kind of flowing and
Yeah.
maybe some green screen.
Okay.
But and the better microphones, everything. So
Yeah.
we got the equipment. We just got to
Just
put
gotta
the
set
time
it
in.
up. He got the equipment. If y'all can see the rest of this room, he literally has the equipment. He just ain't got to set it up yet.
I got the nice lights.
Yeah.
This place is gonna be.
I like the camera. The camera quality.
It's not bad.
Absolutely beautiful.
It's a HD. I think it's full HD.
That's
I do want to get into 4K because to me that's the
It's
future.
not 4K.
No, it's HD. Yep. I'm gonna actually I'm gonna take the blur out of it in a second, but
Okay.
I have my own theme song or a music bed that I use for the show, intro, outro type stuff. So, but anyways, I have it blurred because it's just too messy and
Yeah.
too embarrassing. So I'm not I wouldn't say I'm a hoarder, but I do have a lot of disorganized mess here that I have to organize. So just be patient with me as I'm transitioning to the next phase of this show, next level of media. So, anything else you have to say?
No, I'm good, man. Just always kind of have my little sign off. Like, everybody just do me a favor. Remember, you're not alone. We fight daily.
Fight daily. That's what I'm talking about. I'm with it. Call, text, whatever you want to do. Shawn P. Greene, ShawnPGreene.com.